The combat system in Tales of Zestiria is so fucking weird. It's like somebody made a good combat system, then went, nah, fuck me up, fam. Like, all the elements of a really good combat system are there, but it's like somebody had all of the pieces to a puzzle, then fucking taped them together in the wrong order. Yeah, so by default you're Z-targeting like an Ocarina of Time, but if you hold left trigger you can move around freely. What? Why? Oh, and if you're not Z-targeting you can't build any mana. What? Why? Oh, and your AI partners are donkey dicks. The most effective strategy is to have them target whoever you're targeting, but then if you ever change targets, they're just going to run around like chickens with their heads cut off trying to make it to the next target. So you can avoid that by just setting them to target the nearest enemy, but then everybody's just going to fucking scatter and die at the start of the battle. So you're basically fucked no matter what you do. And some of the AI options don't even make any sense. You can choose attack from a distance versus target enemy weaknesses. What? Why can't you just do both? And then it's like every enemy has a weakness and a type, and all of your moves have a weakness and they're strong against a type. But some enemies also have resistances. But here's the thing. The weakness resistance thing is easy enough to figure out. Because, I mean, the water attacks are watery, the fire attacks are fiery, no big deal. But how the fuck am I supposed to remember that the second hit of my basic combo is effective against armored foes, and the third hit is effective against jelly foes or whatever? Every character in the game has like 3 combo chains, then like at least 5 special moves. And I'm only like 2 hours in, and I already have 4 characters. All that being said, though, I am enjoying the game. Yeah, it's got a lot of depth. A lot of it makes no fucking sense, but if you can figure it out, it's rewarding. Unlike Setsuna, fucking I Am Setsuna, where the game had 0 depth, but it was still so obtuse and hard as fuck to figure out for some reason. Like, oh, this is how this works. Wow, I still could have won even if I didn't know that. And now that I know this, I realize that in order to actually make good use of it, I have to grind it out for several dozen hours. I'm talking about the goddamn flux system or whatever it's called, where every fucking skill in the game has these flux slots that you need to equip certain accessories to make certain fluxations happen on to get like these 1% passive boosts to certain shit. It's basically the materia system from Final Fantasy VII, except they wanted to be creative and ended up making it more complicated and less useful than materia. And unlike materia, where you just fucking equip it and it levels up, with this fluxation shit, you're not guaranteed anything. You get a fucking 1 in a zillion chance every time you use the skill for a random fluxation out of the fucking 1 to 3 available fluxations on your accessory to happen. It's not actually 1 in a zillion, but the game never actually tells you what the chances of fluxation happening are. And it feels like it's different depending on what flux you're going for. So not only is it random whether your skill gets a fluxation, it's also random as to which fluxation happens. The game also doesn't ever fucking tell you what the max stack of fluxes is, and it's fucking different for everyone. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 8, God fucking knows. And you can't even test it your goddamn self, because it's random. Maybe I'll build that 5th stack if I just keep grinding this out for 10 years. So you just go up against some shit mob, and you spam the same skill over and over again. And here's the worst part. The game doesn't even fucking tell you when the fluxation happens. You just have to spam your skills a million times in one battle, then find out at the end of the battle if you wasted your time or not. And if you waste your time battling mobs over and over and don't get the fluxes you want, you're going to end up leveling up way too high, since leveling in this game is too fucking easy. And then the game is already super easy, and you're over-leveled. So quite frankly, the whole thing is pointless. You can go through the whole game in a breeze without ever getting one single flux. If I was the fucking creative director and somebody put this mechanic on my table, I'd be like, you're fucking fired, Larry. This is a waste of everybody's time.